Well, you started having sex with Jane Doe, and then Diddy actually joined in the first time?
Yeah, he joined in the first time because that's what she requested. She said she wanted two guys, so we was pretty much swapping out. He get from the back, I get swap, you know. So yeah, that's what she asked for and that's what she got. But that was only the first time. We only did that once.
So he never joined in after that?
We'd swap sometimes though. Like we'd be in the same room and like he'd hit for a little bit, and then I do my thing, but like he would only like be in and he'd be in and out quick.
You probably think you've heard everything about the Diddy situation, but guess what? There's still more coming out. Sly Diggler is now dropping the names of every female celebrity he says was connected to Diddy's secret party world, and the names hitting the internet are absolutely crazy. Beyonce, Young Miami, Daphne Joy, even Ellen. Word on the street is that old recordings are being brought back into the spotlight. And now everyone's asking, why is all of this surfacing right now? People, the reason this Sly Diggler situation is going viral isn't because of just one name. It's because of all the names being tied to the same story. 1 second people are focused on Diddy, then suddenly they're mentioning Beyonce. Then Young Miami's name gets dropped. Then Daphne Joy. Then somehow Ellen DeGeneres gets dragged into the whole thing. And now Sly Diggler is reportedly claiming he knows exactly who was moving through these private late-night circles and who crossed paths with who. The real question is, why are all these names suddenly being connected? That's where things start getting really deep because for years, whispers about Diddy's private gatherings had been floating through Hollywood. Some folks called them industry networking mixers. Others described them as exclusive celebrity hangout spots. But when lawsuits, courtroom statements, and public accusations started hitting the news, people began looking at those same events through a completely different set of eyes. Suddenly, nobody was asking who showed up anymore. They were asking what actually went down once the cameras went dark. And based on what people online are saying, that's where Sly Diggler's statements supposedly come into play. Some of the details haven't been confirmed yet, but that hasn't stopped the internet from drawing connections. Because the moment Diddy's legal problems became major headlines, people started going back through old pictures, public appearances, friendships, and past industry ties. And one name that kept popping back up was Young Miami. For years, Young Miami and Diddy were one of the most talked about celebrity combinations in the entertainment world.
So how many rounds you be going?
You know.
The people don't.
You know though.
I know, but the people don't.
Okay, so
I'm
what's the answer?
asking for the people.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Baby, let me tell y'all something.
On the witch yard.
This nigga don't go to sleep. I be like, God damn. I'm gonna tell y'all something. For real. I really thought that I was gonna like make him tap out. Like I really thought he was gonna be being out no chance. This don't go to sleep. Like I be like, nigga, go to sleep. You gotta be energized, you gotta be charged up like a Tesla.
When you going off the grid with me, you gotta go to sleep for a week.
Yeah, because it's definitely giving no sleep.
They showed up together in public, walked into major events side by side. Their whole relationship played out right in front of millions of eyes. But the moment lawsuits started grabbing headlines, the online conversation began shifting direction. Some people started questioning whether certain connections inside Diddy's close circle were really what they looked like on the surface.
I have the $1 million question right now. You ready for it? The $1 million question is, so do y'all officially go together real bad? I'm asking. I want to know.
She gonna answer that.
You not answering that?
No. I don't know what you're asking exactly. We definitely go together real bad.
Then that's what it is. Then that's what it is.
She's my date for the night.
It's just a good date night.
It's like a date night.
We don't put titles on it. Everybody wants us to put a title on. We don't put titles on it. This is like my best friend in the world. One of the most beautiful people God has blessed me to meet.
Absolutely.
And I'm blessed that she's my date tonight.
Absolutely.
Can I get like a little napkin for my forehead? Damn, I'm sweating.
And maybe y'all onto something. No titles might be it.
Yeah, no
for
titles,
sure. No titles might be it. That might be it.
Others pointed toward accusations made in lawsuits and official court documents, though many of those statements remain challenged and unproven. Still, the guessing game grew bigger, and that's what keeps dragging Young Miami back into these discussions, because anytime people start talking about Diddy's inner crew, her name is almost always one of the very first ones brought up. There was even a moment where Miami went completely all out just to get Diddy a birthday surprise.
Can somebody Sly put this song. That's his son. Yeah. Let's go up.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Poppy.
But here's where things take a whole different direction, because while Young Miami was seen as part of Diddy's current-day circle, Daphne Joy represented something completely separate. Daphne's name exploded across the internet after people started revisiting her ties to both Diddy and 50 Cent. Everyone remembers the public drama, the jokes, the social media clapbacks, and all the trolling. Slago goes even further, saying he heard about Diddy and Joy getting involved together at the same time.
I just saw Diddy's tape with 50's baby mom, Daphne Joy, right? And let me tell you something. First things first. Let's not disrespect the dude who was putting in work in the video. The guy's name is Sly Diggler, right? If you go across certain parts of the internet or whatever, you know what kind of work he's put in. You know what I'm saying? And what companies he put work in for. Especially companies that deal with interracial things, you know what I mean? But I'll leave it at that, right? Now, the first thing I can say though that's about the video that I like or whatever are the colors.
She asked for it, and that's what she got, but that was only the first time. We only did that once.
So he never joined in after that?
We'll swap sometimes though, like we'd be in the same room and like he'll hit for a little bit, and then I do my thing, but like he would only like be in and he'll be in and out quick. Pound it real quick and then be out. So.
Well, I guess the thing with Diddy was that he wasn't well endowed, so he was trying to give these girls something that he didn't have, but he wanted to control that, something like that. Because me and you talked about this.
So yeah, he told me I can give my girl anything in the world, but I can't give her that. Talking about my so so yeah, it was just like, yeah, he can give her all the gifts she want, but he can't necessarily, some guys feel intimidated by not having a big, but and he just wanna, I don't know, I think he just like to see this. I think he just like to see this, you know, like. Yeah.
Well, you actually ended up with a video of a freak off with Diddy and 50's baby mother on your phone.
Yeah, he accidentally recorded on my phone, so it stayed there.
It stayed there.
Allegedly, she was paid $10,000 to spend time with Diddy across 2 separate trips. 9 days in Turks, 6 days in the Bahamas. That adds up to 15 days total. Break it all the way down, and that's roughly $750 per day. At that point, it stops sounding like a vacation getaway and starts sounding a whole lot more like a high-end paid arrangement.
Grow up, California. Chat, write these down. She from Cali. What's your level of college? Junior college, then modeling. She's a model. With whom did you have a relationship from 2021 to 2024? Sean Puff Daddy Combs.
First, a lot of people assumed it was just another back and forth between famous faces. Then accusations and courtroom moments started making major waves, and suddenly old pictures of Daphne and Diddy were being looked at through a completely new set of eyes. People started raising questions. Why was she even there? How deep did their connection actually run? Was there something more going on beneath the surface that the public never saw? Some folks believed she was simply living her life and making moves. Others felt there were deeper reasons tied to money, access, clout, or personal gain. Coincidence? Could be. But what really matters is how the public's view completely flipped. Because once people start looking back through a brand new lens, everything gets a fresh interpretation. Every photo turns into proof, every appearance looks suspicious, every interaction becomes a clue, and that's exactly what went down here. But believe it or not, the biggest name wrapped up in this entire conversation just might be Beyonce. Now let's make one thing crystal clear. There is zero verified proof connecting Beyonce to anything wrong. But that hasn't kept the internet from pulling her name into discussions about celebrity circles, industry power moves, and stories from people claiming they attended exclusive behind-closed-doors events. DaBaby even backed up what Sly was saying. Dude straight up said he personally witnessed Beyonce at one of Diddy's private gatherings. This was the start of 2020. You know what I mean? And Diddy had cleared everybody else out of the spot. Like the big crowd of people, he had sent them all out, but he had taken a particular liking to me around that time, man. It was real, you know what I mean? Like putting his arm around me and everything. So he cleared out most of the people but kept me around. Me and maybe about 15 others, you know. Jay-Z and Beyonce being 2 of those 15 people still in the room. So that just puts into perspective the kind of company I was standing in at that moment, you know. And she actually walked over and introduced herself to me like she had to do that. Beyonce, come on now. But I'm a huge fan of your work, for real. What makes Beyonce stand out is the image she carries. For decades, she has been seen as one of the most carefully guarded public figures in the entire entertainment industry. Her brand is tightly controlled, her public moves are strategic, her reputation stays polished. So whenever her name gets attached to any kind of rumor, people instantly pay attention because it feels so out of place. And that's exactly why certain online theories spread like wildfire.
I'm sorry?
Is there one piece of art that has changed your life?
I would say my children.
Your children?
Yes.
One more time?
My children.
Oh yeah, the greatest work of art.
The contrast alone sparks curiosity. People see a name tied to power, achievement, and major influence. Then they catch wind of rumors hinting there may have been a hidden side to the story. And instantly, people start hunting for answers. But here's the reality: the deeper people dig for answers, the more new questions keep coming up. Because once Beyonce's name enters the discussion, another name usually tags right along behind it, Jay-Z, and when people begin talking about power couples, industry control, and who allegedly had knowledge of what was going down behind closed doors, the whole conversation grows way beyond just one individual. It becomes a much bigger discussion about Hollywood as a whole.
Jay-Z, guys, Jay-Z, I can't talk about.
Thank my beautiful husband, my beautiful 3 children.
I found a way to let you in, but I never really had. Standing in the light. I've been a great every rule I had you breaking. It's the risk that I'm taking. I ain't never gonna show you out. Everywhere I'm looking,
What's his
Anthony Cosby, hype me up. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace.
Are you my cousin? You're my husband.
Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray it won't fade. Feel your halo. Feel your
I don't want to put you on the spot because I know they're probably putting the camera in your face right now. But I love me some Jay-Z.
And that might be exactly why these stories keep gaining so much momentum, because people aren't simply interested in celebrities as individuals. They're interested in systems, networks, and how real power actually moves when nobody's watching. Now here's where things shift in yet another unexpected direction, because somehow Ellen DeGeneres keeps showing up in these conversations as well. Whenever discussions about powerful entertainment circles start spreading, people begin drawing lines between celebrities, executives, talk show hosts, producers, and major industry figures. Now Ellen was well known for having Diddy on her show multiple times where they joked around and even talked openly about attending his parties. So hearing her name connected to Diddy's private inner circle really isn't shocking at all.
Oh, it's great. So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then no, I mean the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them.
Oh.
Is that going to be a new thing? Are you going to try to be early?
Yes, I'm trying to be early.
Are you going to be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
No.
You know I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right. Not too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not
okay.
too late. Because, you know, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you I'm not gonna let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Good.
Your shoes, your feet are gonna have blisters. You're gonna be dancing so hard.
I can't wait.
Because whenever talks about powerful entertainment circles start picking up, people begin drawing lines between celebrities, executives, talk show hosts, producers, and major industry players. Suddenly, everyone becomes part of one massive chart, one giant web, one enormous theory. And that's when the internet kicks into its highest gear, linking dots that may or may not actually belong together. And based on what people online are saying, that's precisely what's going down right now with Sly Diggler's claims. Because people aren't only focused on whether recordings actually exist, they're focused on what those alleged recordings would actually mean. If real footage ever came out, who would take the biggest hit? Whose public image would get completely flipped? Who would be forced to start answering hard questions? Who would suddenly find themselves explaining old relationships from years back? Those are the questions driving the whole conversation forward, not necessarily the recordings themselves. And that's exactly why every fresh rumor sparks another round of speculation. Some people online have been very vocal. One user commented, "Bro started spilling way too much when he mentioned meeting Beyonce and Jay-Z at a Diddy gathering with only 13 others." Another bluntly told Slide, "Go get yourself thoroughly checked out." And yet another cracked a joke about the Diddy Slide Joy tape and said, "She asked for it." But here's the biggest question sitting on top of everything. Why is all of this coming out right now? Why are so many old connections suddenly being reopened? Why are people digging back through events from years ago? Why are forgotten pictures suddenly blowing up again? And why do so many conversations keep circling back to the same small group of powerful names? Some people believe it's because the public is finally pushing hard for real answers. And others believe the truth probably lives somewhere right in the middle. Because when enough accusations, lawsuits, interviews, and rumors start overlapping each other, curiosity naturally follows right behind. The reality is that nobody outside of the people actually involved truly knows the full story of what went on behind closed doors. Not social media, not bloggers, not commentators, and definitely not even the loudest voices yelling online. But what we do know is that names like Beyonce, Young Miami, Daphne Joy, Ellen DeGeneres, and Diddy continue to pull massive public attention every single time they get mentioned in the same discussion. And that's exactly the direction this whole conversation keeps moving toward. Was Sly Diggler actually exposing something that matters, or was he simply throwing more gasoline on a fire that was already burning? Are people uncovering real hidden truths, or are they connecting dots that were never meant to be connected at all? And if alleged recordings ever actually did surface, would they bring answers or just create a whole new flood of questions? Drop everything you're thinking in the comments section, and let's keep this conversation alive. Oh, and don't sleep on smashing that like button and hitting subscribe for more straight from the Famex.